Okay, I just need to drain out my diff oil. The drain plug at the bottom's got a 3/8, which you can just put as standard. Like I've got a little breaker bar there, and undo that. At the top, we just got an 8mm hex. So that's the filler plug, and that's the drain plug. And before you do anything, usually just give them a bit of a clean out, so there's no nasties lurking inside. I won't tell my wife I borrowed her toothbrush. And of course, clean this one off as well. We released the top one to let some the air out. Supposed to discard these and throw them away. I'll have a think about that. This has actually been done before, so this is slightly deformed, and I think I'll buy a new plug for that one. The bottom one doesn't look damaged, so we'll see. And then this is the drain, so get your breaker bar on there and then give it a good turn. I think that's why in a lot of cases you're advised to replace things, not necessarily because they might leak, but if they've been damaged previously when they've been taken off, obviously that's going to create a problem for the next people who repair it, like me. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. There's nothing nasty in there other than some dirt that fell in when we undid the plug, so I think this has been replaced before by the looks of it, so that's all looking nice and healthy. Then you want to inspect the drain plug, just make sure it hasn't got like massive chunks of metal on it, which it's not. This is just fine, you know, gear wear filings. These plugs are magnetic, so this is all just normal stuff. So you expect the transfer case to wear a bit, so that's all good stuff. And what I'll do before, I'm just gonna clean this up, put it back in just as a temporary to keep it clean, and plug up the hole. And I'll make sure there's no debris in it when I clean it out. So that's all good.
2,000 years later.
Right, so I've got my differential oil to go back in, my front differential. I've got a couple of new plugs that I'm going to put in. That's Castrol SAF-XO, I don't know, or XO. No, that's the correct one, but it's got a number on it. I'll put that up in the description. And then I've built myself this little pump thing to see if that helps me. And supposedly this little nozzle bit should clip into the top. That might just make the job a little bit easier. Don't know, but if it can make my job easier and my life easier, then I'm going to try it. Just a quick word of caution on this. It does say that this may produce an allergic reaction, so be careful if you're using this and you've got sensitive skin. Okay, for me this is the end of quite a long project, and I've got to top up my diff. My car is still jacked up, so I might double check it when I come back and it's on level ground, but I'm going to do the initial fill now. It should take, you know, approximately about half a litre of fluid, so we're going to see. And also for me, I need to make sure that the seals I put on aren't leaking, fingers crossed, because otherwise I'm in deep poo, because I'll have to take things off again. But I'm pretty sure, unless I cocked it up massively, it'll be fine. So what we've got here is a 3/4, just a square drive for the actual drain plug, and then the filler plug up here is a M8, which is for the, or hex 8, sorry, for the key here. It recommends on Land Rover that you replace them, so I have got new ones to put in. The drain plug does actually have a magnet on it, so it'll get a nice new magnet, and also they've got PTFE type stuff on them, so I assume if you've got some PTFE tape you could do it yourself, but it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to pop that out. I've cleaned around them so that there's no dirt in them with some brake cleaner, and then we're going to then try filling it. And these are both, should be torqued up to 30 Newton meters. Let's see whether this thing actually works. So it's got like a kind of little ratchety, well not ratchet, but a kind of mechanism here that might lock it in a little bit, just so that it's captured while we're pumping in some new fluid. Although the actual bit has got a a lip on it that doesn't fit in. That's mildly useless. Might just get a Stanley knife and chop that off a bit so that it pushes in a bit further, because otherwise it's not inserted properly. And you're supposed to fill this up until it dribbles out at the top, so that's what we're aiming for. Just let that drip out a bit because it might be a bit overfilled, you know. This is very mucky. Right, that made a bit more of a mess than I wanted to, but it is done, and I'm just gonna pop the new filler plug back in. This stuff really stinks. I don't know if any one of you have done it before, but this oil stinks. So hopefully it's not going to leak out anywhere like here. I've had to put new sealant on this extension pipe here, and then obviously from the actual new seals that are on the front half shafts. So what do I think about this pump? It's alright, it did make the job easy because it meant that I could pump out the stuff, but it doesn't fit properly on the bottle very well, and it also doesn't drain back into itself, so it's a bit messy. But I suppose the other thing is that the actual bottle comes with its own lid that pops out, but at the same point you've got to sort of hold the bottle up and squirt that in. It's going to be pretty messy to do as well, so I'm not sure there's a perfect solution for this, but the pump worked. I've just got to work out now how to put it back and not get oil everywhere.